And we are live on Twitch.
All right. Welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Parisian Nights.
Yeah, buddy.
So who wants to go over what we did last time?
Well, I think we're kind of feeling our way through things. I went through what started out as a typical night, and then I started paying attention to my texts and realized that we're all in danger.
You found out that something was coming to town?
First light, man.
First light.
You haven't heard of the first light?
No. And what are the first light?
It's like all of the, nastiest NSA and CIA and DARPA and the Navy SEALs and whatever the Army got that's like SEALs and all of that, man.
The alphabet's coming.
Only,
Alphabet
only,
soup.
only they know how to hunt vampires, and they got vampire hunting weapons.
We got 1 week.
I don't know. Maybe they shoot wooden bullets. I don't know.
Didn't the message say 1 week?
I have to go check.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hank went out to do his normal thing. He had to the gun shop and work on some guns. Toilet told him to go get sprinkles for Brahm's Screamatorium, where he gives out ice cream for screams. I was like, that's a weird request, but okay, man. I went out and met with Brahm, talked to him about the sprinkles, went out to go get the package at some motel I've been to. Got the package okay, but then these two punks came out, tried to get my sprinkles from me, man. Brahm needed those sprinkles. Kids were talking. How you going to survive if you can't sell ice cream? So I ran off after doing a little bit of crazy stuff, normal stuff, man. Delivered sprinkles over to Brahm, did what the toilet said, and now we're back home, and Zane's freaking out, not sure why. I'm gonna go get my gun.
Something about some kind of lunch meat he got. I remember that. He was talking all about that lunch meat on his phone thing when I got back from arguing with the sheriff.
You talking to me, man?
I think you mean spam.
What do I need to do? They do that for me. I got like 15 people to do things for me. I ain't got to do that.
What did you deal with, Kitty? How's your night go?
Some idiot talking when they shouldn't be talking, and the stupid sheriff decided to make a big deal about it. So I had to go clean up the mess because the sheriff is too lazy.
Normal night in Paris, Texas, man.
Basically.
I think Charlie had a normal night.
Yeah, you got
She's
that
the
big
only
book there.
one that doesn't look all crazy and stressed.
You got a big book. What's in the book, man?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what's in the book yet. I know I got it, but I haven't had a chance to really read it.
Can we see in the book?
Maybe.
Oh no,
Yeah,
man,
so
she's pretty
far.
possessive over those, man.
So far, she's only seen the first few pages of it, right?
Let us know how it goes. I love a good novel.
Cool. So yeah, last week each of you kind of had your individual adventures, and this week, as we kind of fade in, we start at the base of the tower that we saw last time. The 4 metal posts going into a ground that is covered in a fine blanket of snow tonight. Just enough that the ground is a smooth white in all directions, but not enough to hide, the material of the ground or anything. Just a real thin blanket. And we pan out from the tower until we see the red cowboy hat on top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Texas. Just above it, we see a large, not quite full, but over half moon, sending out bright light. as the camera pulls back away from the tower, we pass by a small home on the edge of town, and we just catch the slightest bit of someone saying, "Well, frost my ass and call me a cake. I must be baked. Honey, it's snowing." And the camera moves on. And we pan through the main street past Brahms, which is currently closed, though we can see a silhouette, probably of him, working inside, getting things ready.
Got sprinkles, man.
We continue down until we get to the group's house. Disheveled, unkempt yard. The snow almost not even able to take hold over the wild grass in the front yard. And as the camera moves in, we pan in through a window into a tiled bathroom where we settle just above the top of the toilet on a Smucker's strawberry jam jar, sitting on it. A large hunk of black reddish ooze is stuck to the side of the jar. We sit there for just a second watching this still ooze until it quivers ever so slightly. We pan back. Who in the house has noticed that whatever is in this jar of Smucker's jam has moved from the bottom of the jar onto the side of it? And what have you guys said or done about it?
Where does he keep this?
I keep it next to my main toilet, man. Right on top, where the pulley chain in thing is, right there.
I have a question about some details. This is like a 4-bedroom house, right?
Yeah.
Does it have a master bedroom, and does that bedroom have its own bathroom?
I'd say it's probably like a 4-bedroom built for renting. So it
Four,
has,
2.5, maybe.
Yeah. But the 2 bathrooms are, kind of 2 bedrooms.
Completely accessible.
Bathroom. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking the first time I went into the bathroom that had the Smucker's jar in it and I saw that shit quiver, I never went in that bathroom again.
All right. That's fair enough.
You also got pretty
Also-
freaked out about the toilet talking, man. That's just a
Well,
normal
yeah, I
thing.
was in the other bathroom and I heard you talking to somebody in there and you came out and there's nobody in there. And it wasn't you that was talking. It was you and somebody else. And I don't know. Toilets can't talk, can they?
Yeah, man. Do
They
it all the
can't when
time.
he's around.
Yeah.
I think Kitty's used enough to him talking to the toilet that she just doesn't pay any attention to it at all, including the jar. That's all just his. She probably uses the sink to wash her makeup off at the end of the, before she goes to bed in the morning. But that's it. That's all she pays attention to. Did you touch my lipstick? Okay, we're good.
I don't wear that stuff, man. Not for me.
All right.
Did Charlie ever notice the Smucker's jar?
Yes. It's like, just kind of look at it like, what the hell, is that alive?
Yeah, man. I've had that jelly forever, man. It's probably alive by now.
Jelly?
Yeah. Smucker's jelly jar, man.
And then I back away.
All right.
I don't know what y'all got against the bathroom, man.
The other strange thing that Charlie has definitely noticed, the book you just got. I think we see you like walking into your room at the beginning of the night, and we see a trail of red liquid pouring out of the book. And where does Charlie keep the book?
Yeah. It's on her desk in the room.
Okay. So yeah, it's pouring red liquid out of this, like seeping from the pages of the book and running towards the edge of the desk. It's made it slowly, about halfway through in the day that it's been sitting there. But it's a very thin, dark red liquid coming out of the book. And even as you flip through the first few pages, it's obvious where it's coming from. The first 5 or 6 pages are all smudged and running in that direction. almost as if the ink itself is leaving the pages.
So it actually looks like ink, or does it look like blood?
That's a good question. I'm sure we can make a check to see if you can tell.
Even look, man.
Let's see. Let's go with intelligence occult. That seems up your alley. Make it a difficulty 3, so moderate you can hit. It already set there.
Whew.
All right.
Yes.
Just made it. So yeah, you looking at it, you already kind of had your suspicions, I'm sure. Just the way last time you noticed the letters were kind of quivering as you looked at them, not changing shape or anything, but just kind of the edges weren't set almost. And now while it's running, you can see that this is definitely, it's not blood, because the Embraced don't have blood. This is vitae. This is written in the life force of a vampire.
That's interesting. We don't know whose, right?
You do not. You can, as you spend more time looking through it, maybe try and figure out or solve that problem. But as of this moment, not sure. But yes, the first few pages have already started leaking out towards the wall in your room. And as we also go by, Z likes to catch the news every once in a while. So we catch clips of the news on TV as we pan through. We hear the newscaster say, "In local news, tragedy struck Paris, Texas last night. 3 people died in an unfortunate accident at a street race on the edge of town. Local police have made a statement regarding the issue." And we cut to what we recognize to be Sam Elliott's wonderful voice as the sheriff. Says, "We are all saddened by this loss of life, especially as a result of such needless negligence. We would like to withhold the names of the victims until the families have had time to deal with this situation. I can assure you that we will continue to do anything we can to crack down on illegal street racing in our town." And we get the sounds of the stingers for a second as they flash all the 6 o'clock news tonight. And we get more interesting news out of Paris High. It seems the local ROTC group is going to get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to run war games with an actual military unit. Scheduled to start next week, the war games will be active from the 8th through the 12th. Parisian residents are encouraged to obey all marked military postings and road closures, though we've been assured that the impact on traffic should be minimal. And as we move away from that sound, we hear the sound of a beeper a pager going off.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. And Frank, your pager goes off, and it's a short message. It says, "Out of chocolate chip ice cream. Need it soon. Come by for details. Don't come alone!" Exclamation mark. And it's like the exclamation, exclamation, 1, exclamation, exclamation. And then it beeps again, and an address pops up.
Hey man, I need to go get some chocolate chip ice cream for Brom, but he said to bring a +1. Anyone want to come along?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to I think we need to get out and walk. I need to see what's going down in the streets. I heard something on the news today that I think might worry me, but I got to look into it.
Right. I guess got to mention last time I got the Sprinkles, man. I got shot 2 times.
You what?
Yeah, I got shot.
Frank, you got shot, man?
Yeah. I'll just lift
You
up my
didn't
shirt.
tell anybody? Holy crap. Can I see the wound?
It's just bruises, man. Yeah. I'll show him the 2 places I got shot at.
Yeah, I think one was in the front and one was in the back,
Shit.
right? So there probably just
Frank.
more holes in your clothing than anything.
Yeah.
Man, you killed him for that, right?
No, man.
Oh, man.
They wanted the sprinkles, man. I had to do what I had to do, so I ran off.
I'm telling you, Sam, if somebody shoots at me, it's on.
It's fine, man.
I might not be able to stop myself.
One of them went a little crazy anyway, so it's cool. You know, as you do, man. I think I make you feel better too. Can I try and to heal my
Yes,
superficial?
before we do that, though,
Okay.
everybody needs to make a rouse check for the beginning of the night.
Oh,
Let's see who gets hungry and who doesn't.
how dare you? Oh man, I'm hungry.
Oh, man.
Oh man, we're hungry.
Everybody but Charlie.
Charlie's good.
Cool.
Charlie's licking her fingers after having it in that vampire vitae.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
All I gotta do is make a phone call.
Yeah. So yes, in order to mend wounds, you make another rouse check, and based on your blood potency, which in your case, your blood potency we said is 1, right?
I believe so.
I believe that you then heal 1 wound per rouse check.
Okay. I hit mend. Is it called?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. And I believe you can do as many of those as you want. So if you want to do another one to mend the other, it just
Nice.
basically risks getting hungrier every time.
Just crick my back. See, man, all good.
Cool.
Let's go get that chocolate chip ice cream.
Shakes his trouser leg and the bullets fall out.
Yeah.
You find a
Cool.
new jacket though, man.
Yeah, so we can. Are you guys driving or walking down to Brahms? Parking sucks on the main strip, which is where he is, but like 1 block over, you can park pretty easily. But it's also only like a 3-block walk, so it's up to you guys.
I ain't got a car, man. I just walk everywhere.
I hadn't really considered whether or not Z has a car, but I'd be willing to walk. Yeah, I actually prefer walking.
Mhm.
If he has a car, it's probably like a Chevy Volt or something like that, but it's an older model and it's not reliable.
Right. Like one of those little tiny smart cars that goes like 80 miles.
Yeah, something. No, I think it would be a Chevy Volt, like one of the first years it came
Yeah.
out of, and there's like patches in the paint on the hood where it's kind of like worn off because of the Texas heat's baked the paint, and you know the vinyl interior is all cracked and has that dry rotted foam rubber smell that cars in desert climates get after a while.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah, so you guys can walk down there. We get the quick shot of you guys like walking through, leaving the footprints in the fresh, thin layer of snow. It's quieter than usual because of the snow. Not common in Texas, but
I've seen
always
it before,
interesting
man.
when it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, and as you guys walk up to Brahms Screamistry, the doors open and the lights are on, but nobody's inside. Well, Brahm is inside behind the counter. He waves when he sees you, Frank. And says, "Hey, you made it. Good.
Hey,
Just,
man.
just the one, friend?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You might want more. Maybe.
Might want more.
I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know what your guys' thing is, but if you got more friends, you might want them.
Okay.
I got some chocolate chip ice cream.
All right.
I need it. I need it bad.
All right.
Hello. You see this? You see this bucket? And he points to like this the like one of the buckets of ice cream, and it's just got a thin layer on the bottom. And it's chocolate chip. That's all I got. Next
man.
person that comes in and screams at me for ice cream, they want chocolate chip. I'm like, sorry, that's the last of it.
Man, they love that stuff, don't they?
They do. They all pick the damn chocolate chip.
Man,
I got mint chocolate chip right next to it. Nobody picks that.
shame.
Right? But yeah, I need it like soon, if you can.
Okay. Yeah,
But like I
where can we
said,
find it, man?
yeah, I
we
sent
go?
you an address. It's up north.
Okay. Okay.
Just outside of town. Should be the Rafter T Ranch. They're holding on to it for me.
Okay. And bring as many friends as I can.
Yep, but be quiet about it. They don't like to be disturbed.
Okay.
They don't want to even know that you're coming in to get the ice cream.
Okay.
You need to get in there and get me it's a whole container with the ice cream. It's got this symbol on it. And
While he's doing that, I'm texting Charlie and Kitty.
all right.
Hey, we're gonna need you guys here.
Bring a car.
Yeah. Yeah, he holds out a little piece of paper with a symbol on it that's like a little flashlight in a circle. And he says, it's got this symbol on it. It's in the garage. Do
So you
not
can-
bother the family.
Okay. I got him in.
He looks at the two of you and he says, all right then. You did well last time. I trust you.
Get that ice cream, man.
The whole while I don't say anything and just kind of stand in the back wearing my dark jeans and Rage Against the Machine hoodie.
Right.
No, I'll walk out.
Alrighty. Yeah. He kind of waves as you guys walk out. What's the plan? What do you guys? What are Kitty and Charlie up to?
So when you text Kitty, you're not actually texting Kitty. So somebody could be like knock on Kitty's door and be like, this just happened.
So what do you send in your text? What does your text say?
It's right there in the chat. Come down to the Screamery. Frank might need help.
All right. Yeah, so Kitty, someone knocks on your door, like on their phone doing the little double thumb texting thing, and they're like, you got a message from Z Riot? He says that you need to go scream.
What?
Yeah, he needs you to go scream.
Word
Bring
for
a
word.
car.
Word for word, please, dear.
She like swipes through. Just keeps swiping. Clicks on something.
There's a lot of messages.
Come down to the Screamery. Frank might need help. Better?
Got it. Okay. I'll go knock on Charlie's door. Oh, well, dear, can you come out for a minute?
Have to look up from the book to do it, but yes.
Did you get... I'll make her read the message to Charlie, too. Did you get this, too?
Yeah. The Screamery, though?
I don't know.
What are they doing with ice cream? And why do they need us?
There was something about sprinkles last night. I don't know. But I got the truck. It's not far. It's fine. Before we go, though, how you feeling? You hungry?
I think I'm good.
Because I can fix that.
Well, I know you could. I saw her.
She was being a little rude. So, I was willing to offer her up. Anyway, before we go, I'm going to fix mine. And then we can go.
All right, I'll get ready.
Okay. I feel like you guys would know, having been around Kitty for a while. I have 3 dots in that, so I can up to 3 hunger, and I can spread it among us as need be.
Nice.
Sure, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my 1 hunger.
All right. You can get down to 1. You
Yeah.
can't get below 1.
No, I had 2, so I just removed 1.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then we can get in the truck and go.
Kitty ain't never going hungry.
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
nope.
Not while she's at home.
You think I travel alone? You know there's at least 2 of them getting in the truck with us, right?
Do you
Alright.
keep?
Are they?
Do some of your entourage live at the house with us?
At least 1.
Okay.
Somebody's got to handle my
So-
phone.
They probably live next door. Is like their official house. They probably have. But yeah, one's probably always hanging around at least.
Like somebody handles my phone, somebody handles my truck maintenance.
Yep.
As long as I don't have to do it, I'm okay with that.
The truck's always
Oh.
gassed up when we wake up. It's good. It's awesome.
So yeah, we get the shot of like the super loud lifted. It was a teal truck, right?
Turquoise
What
with
did you say?
pink pearl over.
Turquoise with the pink pearl over. We get the super loud truck flying down the main street and kind of screech into a halt in front of the screamistry. With the 2 of you standing out front. We probably get the shot of Brahm inside from behind like, told him to be quiet, didn't I? Damn. And then, what do we see as you guys pull up?
Kitty just leans out the window. What you need?
When you get chocolate chip ice cream, man.
From where?
Ranch up north.
Get in the truck.
All right. Thanks, man.
She'll have her 2 people climb in the back.
Alrighty.
I'll hop into the back.
Okay.
Are there any civilians around other than Kitty's people and Brahm?
Yeah, there's a smattering of people walking through the snow.
Okay. Then I won't leap into the truck. I'll just climb into the truck like a normal person.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we get the rev of engine and the puff of soot out the back as the truck speeds off up north. We get it takes probably 35-40 minutes to drive up north and get to this this ranch. And you pretty much know you've gotten to it when you see the ranch symbol in front of a pair of gates. You can see an unpaved road that goes off into you can't see anything beyond that. Like you can't see the ranch house or anything from here. But there are cattle kind of wandering through a fairly open area. But yeah, as you guys pull up to the gates, what are you doing?
What are we gonna do here now?
Yeah, Brahm said to keep it real quiet, man. We gotta get in the garage, get some ice cream that has a symbol on it, and get out. Family shouldn't even know we're here, man.
So I should probably leave the truck out here.
Maybe, man.
Because she's a bit loud.
Why doesn't this man have a normal supplier?
I don't know, man.
This is awfully weird.
He has people scream for ice cream, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, he doesn't even charge money.
Yeah, man.
While they're talking, I'll turn around and like back it up to the gate to make it easy to leave when it's all done.
One of those times a lifted truck is really great because, you know, it's so nice and easy to lift things into the bed of a lifted truck.
And I will
Not
have,
that it matters so much for you guys.
when we go, one person stay in the driver's seat. One of my people.
Okay. All right. And what do you guys...
Is anybody here stealthy at all?
Yeah. Little man. A little bit.
A little bit. A
Little.
little bit.
I got some too.
All right. Yeah, so let's make it. Who has the lowest? Let's do it this way.
I got
do
one,
have
man.
a dot in it.
Yeah,
Two.
1 dot.
I
So
have 2.
out of your stealth, we'll call it stealth dexterity. What's your total?
Trace.
5.
Trace as well, man.
There'd be 3. Yeah.
Okay. So let's have the 3 of you roll, and go ahead and hit the +1 as well.
This is gonna be a moderate, man.
Yeah, let's go with moderate. It's gonna be pretty difficult for you guys. You can, before you roll, if you want, you can use your vampire skills and rouse your blood, which will give you, I believe, at your level, an extra die, 2 dice, using a blood surge, if you want.
I'll take my chances. So it was
And
Dex.
Dex and stealth.
with a +1 mod, right?
Yeah, I'll give you guys +1 because it is night
Was-
in an open field.
What does a blood surge do, man?
It gives you 2 extra dice at the cost of a rouse check.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All y'all failed. Charlie, in particular,
I don't know.
Your
what it was.
hunger die-
Sorry.
rolled a 1. That is a bestial failure.
Mm.
So, on a bestial failure, typically either you act out a compulsion, which is based generally on your clan, or you gain a hunger. I think for now we're just going to go with a hunger. So, as you guys are sneaking through, we hear the loudest stomach growl that I think you guys have ever heard. As Charlie's stomach just gets hungrier. This in turn brings the heads of 30, 40, 50 cattle in the vicinity around you, all spun towards you. And they just kind of all start slowly walking up towards the group until you are standing in a ring of cattle. What are you guys doing?
Weird. Are they like blocking our way forward?
They're in a circle around you. You would have to push through them if you wanted to get past them, yeah.
We just jump on them, man.
No, we don't want to do that.
Mm.
They would make noise.
Mm.
But cows don't normally behave like this. I don't think.
Not in the research I've ever seen.
I'm going to start walking towards the cows between us and the house.
Okay. Yeah, the cows that you walk towards kind of and step out of the way a little bit.
No, man, I think they're normal cows. Let's keep going.
I don't know. Cows worry me. You know, no, cows kill more people than alligators, man.
How many of us do they kill, man?
I don't know.
Mm.
Those kind of things typically aren't reported.
Mm. Hidden danger, man. Hidden danger.
I'm telling you. Look at them. I think they're smarter than they let on. Anyways, we'll try to creep our way through the cows.
Cows are very smart, which is this is a little bit disconcerting. They're not even looking at you. They should be curious about you walking through them.
I mean, they're looking at him. They're stepping back a little bit as he approaches, nervously. There's probably like one that doesn't and just licks you as you walk past. But yeah, they're for the most part. But as you're walking through them, all of you hear, at first, you think just a really loud growl from the distance. But quickly it resolves and you understand. It's the engine of an ATV. coming, getting louder, and you hear someone shouting as they drive. Paul, cows are acting all fucked up again. I'm gonna go check it out. And yeah, the noise gets closer and closer to you.
We
What do
see
you-
lights coming.
Yeah, I think you can just see, like, they're just cresting a hill nearby, so lights just start to appear in the distance. You probably have about 30 seconds before they get to the area you're in.
We should probably hide.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, man. Just gotta make sure I can talk to him. It should be fine, man. I got this.
I'll leave it to you.
I'm gonna make sure I stay with the cows between me and whatever's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, then the light of the headlights kind of covers you guys as he drives closer. And he gets up kind of to the edge of the ring of the cows and says, "Zip!" Looks out. Takes off his hat for a second and says, "Are you sneaking onto our property? Are you hanging out with the cows? Is that... What are y'all doing?"
I'd like to use my compel.
Okay. What does that look like?
So it's one of my dominate disciplines. No rolls required against an unprepared mortal victim. Commanding a resisting
That is he, for sure.
Okay. Yep. And all it says is commands that go against the victim's nature also require such a contest.
Okay.
So I'll just call out, "Hey, man, you didn't see anything. Just go back to bed, man.
Okay.
Let your family know, too."
So I guess the question is, does that go against the nature of a cattle rancher to just leave his cattle with 4 strangers?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah, I would say it does. So what kind of roll is it?
It is my charisma plus dominate versus intelligence plus resolve.
All right, let me see what his are, and I'm just going to give you a flat. I'm not going to roll.
Okay.
'Cause I hate rolling.
Dare I make you roll?
Let's give him a gangster stat block.
Okay.
3. So we'll call it a difficulty 2, because he wouldn't get successes on all those.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, I would like to surge this. Can I surge power rolls or no?
I believe so. So yeah, you can make your rouse check and then hit the +2 if you succeed.
Do
I guess
click on the
either
blood
way you
surge?
can. Oh, is there a blood surge button?
Yes.
Then yes, just click the surge button.
But I think that just adds the dice. Maybe? I don't know. Should I just test it and just roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. And then-
You did succeed because it was 2. That was still at 3.
Oh, no.
So it's not a bestial failure.
Okay.
Which is lucky. But yes, do make your rouse check to see if you get more hungry,
Yeah, I didn't roll that.
which you do.
Okay. Okay.
So you are at 4 hunger right now.
Mhm.
4 hunger is you can't make rouse checks anymore.
Mm.
If you make another rouse check at 4 hunger, you instead make a frenzy check
Mm.
to see if you go into a hunger frenzy and just start killing wantonly until
That's
you are
not-
full.
That's not good, man.
But you did succeed. Which, this guy's eyes, I guess, what does it look like when somebody falls under your dominate? What do we see? Because, like, as an audience, we have a visual cue that you've done something to them, right? What does it look like?
So yeah, their eyes definitely widen for a moment before going back to normal, and I guess just mechanically, almost robotically, they would move to do what I ordered them to do in a manner that they would normally do it in. So he would ride his ATV back home, basically.
Yeah, he just turns the wheel mechanically and then just hits the gas and speeds off.
I think my orders were, you didn't see anything. Just go back to bed. Tell your family there was nothing out here too.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
And yeah, I think the last thing you guys hear as the engine dies about a minute later is, ain't nothing out there, Paul. Just fucked up cattle. I'm going to bed. You hear the response, it's 8:30 at night. What the fuck you mean you're going to bed? I'm tired. I'm going to bed, Paul. Boy, you got work to do. And then they get quieter as a door shuts in the distance. But yeah, you guys are left again alone in a ring of cattle. The lesser known Johnny Cash song, Ring of Cattle.
Oh man, I'm real hungry, man. And we got any sprinkles?
Just if you can make it back to the truck, we can take care of you then. But you got to hang out till then.
Okay. All right, man. I sort of see the red star out of the corner of my eye. Man.
I'm wondering, have I heard any other stories about cattle behaving like this, or just bizarre in general?
No, I don't think anything's been around.
And I will stop to make a note of it in my BlackBerry. Cows acting strange in Texas.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can do that. And as you guys continue on, I think the cattle kind of stay behind you, just kind of slowly padding along behind you. Every once in a while, one will drift off and pause and eat some grass or hang out, but they all eventually... By the time the house comes into sight, you've crested a small hill, and you can see the light of the house. And it's actually like changing light, like somebody's watching TV in the dark, and you can see it through the windows. But you can see that in the distance, and you've probably collected about 150 cattle behind you, just following you guys at this point.
Trying to think of a cow pun.
That's some bullshit.
I'm going to say I wanted to tell a cow pun, but we've heard them all.
I'll take it.
Anybody see garage, man? Brom said the ice cream be in there, man.
From this perspective on the house, you do not see the garage.
It's a ranch. Maybe the garage is a separate building.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kind of do a perimeter to circle around the house to get a lay of the property.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You guys can start, and you've already done your stealth checks and suffered the consequences, so I won't make you do another one. And we're up to probably 200 head of cattle by the time you've finished circling the area. Which, for the size of the ranch, probably all the cattle they have. You do eventually spot a standalone building that's kind of near the house. It was on the other side of the house from your original spot. So as you make it, like 2/3 or a third of the way around the house, you spot the standalone building that would be the garage. It's up by the house, not attached to it, but it's there. If you give me, who wants to give me? I don't know. Whoever wants to can give me a. Let's go with wits And what's like the perception? Is there a perception?
Awareness.
Awareness? Yeah, wits and awareness.
I have a 5 total on that.
You can give me a difficulty 3. All right.
Nice.
Very good. So with your extra margin of success as well, I'll give you a little bit more. But the first thing you notice as you guys are looking out, you see the house and you see the garage next to it. And the garage light is on, you notice. It's hard to tell at first, and I think the other 3 of you don't see this, but just through the crack in the garage door, you can see the faintest of light coming from in there. And then your eyes pick up something moving in the darkness behind the garage. Slinking, almost, you could say.
In the darkness. How far are we from the garage?
Let's say you're 500-600 feet. Pretty far back, Steph.
Okay. I'm going to tell the others. I think I saw something over there by the garage. It went around the back. Definitely trying not to be seen. Keep an eye out.
Weird man.
And I'm going to start moving towards the garage.
All right. Y'all can make your way forward. All of the cattle following behind you in a slow thunderclap almost of noise. The rolling hoof beats behind you.
Lose these cows, man. Pretty loud.
Which one of you is wearing the Cheerio perfume?
Somebody smells like alfalfa.
And when you get in, how close do you want to approach the barn? You can get up to it if you want, essentially.
I want to check it out. I have investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me an investigation. Let's go wits investigation, I guess. Seems more like a on-the-spot survey.
Just the moderate.
Yeah, we'll go moderate.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I should have stayed home.
Another bestial failure.
She's gonna kick Kitty so hard later.
So I don't think that Charlie's nature is to harm necessarily, to hurt and destroy things. Charlie's not particularly hungry, and I don't think she's necessarily dominant or feels the need to be in charge of everything. So I think I'm going to go with a paranoia compulsion for this.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charlie starts to think about the situation she's in, like, what the fuck are we even doing out here in a ranch, a cattle ranch in the middle of nowhere, some random ass night? Why is Frank dragging me down here? Why has Z been talking about government and all of this stuff? What the hell is their goal?
I need you to get out of my head. That's exactly what I was thinking.
So yeah. Instead of like picking out details about the barn or anything, that's what's going through your head.
Charlie, snap out of it. I almost want to reach out and shake her, but I don't.
Yeah, she's kind of sitting there, or standing there, staring at this barn for a second. What are you guys doing as you realize she's not looking at the barn to find things necessarily?
Could you keep an eye on Charlie? I don't. I think something's wrong. I'm gonna go have a closer look at the barn, and I'm gonna kind of stealth off in that direction.
Kitty will start trying to shoo the cows away. Hey, get on, get. Hey.
All right. And
Frank's just
Charlie,
standing
of
there.
course, Z would want to go look at the barn. He's one of the ones that dragged you out here. But meanwhile, Z, you can give me a wits, and either awareness or investigation is up to you. Difficulty 3 as well.
Ooh, that was interesting.
All right. So yeah, looking at the barn, you don't see a whole lot. You can see, like you did before, the lights are on. Oh, you can spend a willpower to reroll up to 3 failed dice, if you want.
I will do that. Let's see. Do I click the minus?
Click the plus, the black plus mark on willpower.
Okay, there.
Superficial willpower.
And it's 1 die per willpower.
No, it's up to 3 for 1 willpower. So you can just roll 3 dice and see how they do. You got 1 more success. So I will offer you success at a cost. If you
Okay, I'll
and
take
again,
it.
I'll tell you what the cost is before you want to take it. If you
I'll
want.
I'll take it blind.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you managed to get up there. You're looking through the window, and you can see inside. As you get closer, you can hear before you see music playing. Somebody's definitely hanging out in the barn. You can see the light, hear the music, and as you get closer, you can see somebody in there. You can see 2 somebodies in there. Kind of a guy and a girl. The guy's kind of dancing around silly. And the girl they're drinking beers out of a 6-pack in the back of a pickup truck in the garage. At first glance, they probably look to be early 20s or something like that. Younger kids. But, and as you're looking at that, you feel something poke into the back left side, just below your shoulder blade. And you hear somebody behind you say, move, and the stake goes through your heart.
And I will freeze.
What are you doing here?
Mom told Frank to come get chocolate chip ice cream.
There's a long pause. I've heard a lot of dumb fucking excuses in my lifetime. I have never once heard something so dumb. You're telling me that you were sneaking onto a cattle ranch to get to the garage to get chocolate chip ice cream for the guy that wrote Dracula.
Not that. I said Bram, not Bram.
Okay. So the rest of it you're saying is true.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Give me a charisma persuasion, I guess. sounds about right. Manipulation, if you want,
God.
I guess.
I'm better at manipulation.
All right. So here's the question then: does Zane know? I'm sure he does. He's not dumb, right? That this is probably some bullshit.
I want to make the case for subterfuge and
Okay.
not persuasion because
Let me hear it.
I'm pretty good at subterfuge. All right. Let me think. Subterfuge is more the lie. Sorry, I was trying to ignore that. I was trying to click the thing so I could read the
No
the
worries.
description of it. It's bluff, feign mortality, lies, innocence, etc. So,
Innocence. Yeah.
and I'm saying, look, I don't ask why Brom wants chocolate chip or sprinkles. I mean, I don't even ask Frank, and I'll turn towards where there's nobody next to me and say, Frank, tell him. It's like when Brom needs stuff, Frank tells me what we need, and we do it. Isn't that right, Frank? And I'll look back towards the guy that's not there.
Okay. Yeah. Make it. What is that? Manipulation subterfuge?
Yeah.
I like it. And you can do a surge if you want to add 2 dice.
No,
All
I don't
right.
think I'll
Oh,
need it.
dang.
You do not.
Probably would
Dang.
have been a harder roll. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
That imaginary friend came through.
Yeah. I think what happens is, like, you feel the pressure against your back release as he pulls away, and he just kind of grabs your shoulder and turns you around, and he says, you know, I think if anybody was lying, they would have come up with something way better than that. So, all right. And you can see this guy now. He's taller than you. Probably around 6'4", 6'5". His face is fucked up. Distorted in all sorts of different ways. Like he's got the like a big growth out of the forehead, and then his jaw isn't quite right. Like the bottom jaw is offset from the top jaw, and it's all a little too long. His nose is extremely pointed and narrow, and even as like he pulls the stake away from you, you see his fingers are elongated and unnatural. But he says, I don't know who Brom is, and I don't know why you would ever believe that somebody would send you to sneak in to a place to get ice cream.
Well, you raise cows, don't you? What do cows make? Milk.
He looks around. He's like,
What is ice cream made out of?
do I
Milk.
look like I own this fucking ranch?
I don't know.
I just snuck around the damn back of the building. I'm dressed all in stealthy. I'm all dark. See this? Do I look
Oh.
like I'm ranching?
You came for the chocolate chip ice cream too.
You
Well, you
got-
can't have it. It's ours.
Be the densest motherfucker I ever met.
All right. While I'm doing this, I'm hoping my friends are taking
Yeah.
advantage of me keeping this guy busy.
Well, let's cut back to everybody else. What are you guys doing? Charlie, now you hear voices. Like, Z's talking to somebody. What the hell?
And did I hear what was being said?
No, I don't. Do you have any sort of? Do you have the like elevated senses trait?
Mm.
I think that's one of the aspects or something like that. Disciplines.
Let's see. I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, I have sense the unseen. That's all I have.
Okay. So that's more like seeing invisibility, right?
Yeah, when something is supernatural, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you probably can't quite hear them. You can hear, all of you can hear two people talking back and forth in like loud whispers, like stage whispering back and forth. The one thing that you all catch loud and clear is dumbest motherfucker or densest motherfucker I've ever met. It's the only thing you catch that's louder than normal.
I look at Kitty. He's like, oh, somebody knows Z.
Right? Stop shooting the cows like turd, like, uh-oh.
But yeah, what are you guys doing as this is going on?
Were they talking to Z or Frank? Where's Frank?
Right here, man.
Where's the ice cream?
We need to go get it, man. Sorry, I'm real hungry, man. Where's the garage, man?
Point in the direction of Z's voice, or the voice that I heard.
Maybe we go the other way.
All right. Let's go around, man.
All right. Yeah, you guys can make your way around the other direction.
Throw a rock
as
at
you
a
get
cow
closer.
as we go by.
As you get closer, you can all hear the music coming from inside, and it starts to drown out the conversation coming from the other side. And you guys can probably catch glimpses in the window of a guy and a girl hanging out. They're probably both sitting on the back of the bed of the pickup now, tailgate down, drinking their beers. The guy does that really fucking irritating thing where he like taps the top of her bottle and beer starts spraying out.
God.
Man, I got this. Oh man, you two have been drinking so much. You gotta probably go take a piss and take a nap. Work some of that off. Oh, you Scapella again.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I had a whole idea in mind, but okay.
Do you want to go with yours?
That
I
works.
don't have to do one.
And like, I'm sure they both work.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what kind of music they were listening to.
It's country for sure.
Old country or new country?
New country. It's that shitty pop country stuff.
You did something. Go ahead, Kitty.
Doesn't work quite as well. Does not work quite as well. Y'all stay here a minute. And I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay.
And as she walks in, she'll take her hat off and she'll, hey, y'all ever hear Kitty Wells?
The guy's hand goes immediately to his belt as you open the door.
Oh, honey, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Ma'am, I don't know who you are, but I need you to get out of here. This is private property. And the girl next to him is, what the fuck? Get on out. What are you even doing here?
You're clearly country music fans. Y'all ever hear Kitty Wells?
Oh,
Oh, y'all are missing out. We could have so many good conversations about some good music.
like look into each other. Like, what the fuck? You can't just walk into somebody's garage and start talking to them about me. I need you to leave before I call the cops on you.
Oh, honey, I think you'll find me and the sheriff are good friends, and that's probably a waste of your time. So in the meantime, why don't you try to retune that radio to something a little better? Or I can just show you what it's all about myself.
Let's have you make do you have a power that lets you do this in any way? Or
I
are
mean,
you
I
just
have
trying to do it?
presence, but I don't have that level of presence yet.
No. What do you have for presence?
I have Daunt.
Okay.
It's an intimidation.
So do you
bonus.
want to? Are you trying to intimidate, or are you trying to be friendly?
A little of both. Kind of try to see if I can keep them here focused on me, so the other two can move in and grab the shit.
Okay. So this sounds like a manipulation, either persuasion or intimidation. but if you can make an argument for it, I will let you use performance.
Everything Kitty does is a performance. She is a singer. She carries herself a certain way. She speaks a certain way. Everything is calculated to be a performance in Kitty's mind. So when she's approaching new people, especially people who don't know her music, she's clearly in performance mode. And if they say no one more time, she is going to break out into one of her songs, and they're going to sit there and they're going to listen to it whether they like it or not.
All right. Yeah, give me manipulation, performance, difficulty. I'm gonna say difficulty 4. This is gonna be challenging. This is not an easy move.
Did you want to rouse or surge?
Yeah, you can rouse, check, and surge if you want. Give you 2 extra dice.
How do I do that?
First, hit the rouse button to see if you get hungrier, and then click the surge button on the far right.
It's
Oh,
grayed out.
Yeah, and if you click it, it should ungray.
yep.
Okay.
It'll add the extra dice when you roll.
Yep.
Cool. Ah!
Oh,
All right, so I will offer you.
I'm gonna blow
So
willpower.
first off, yep. Okay, so I was gonna say first you can roll up to 3 failed dice.
oh, you rolled composure, not manipulation. Do you have higher manipulation?
Composure? What? Oh, no. That should have been manipulation. Hold on.
How many extra dice would that be?
Oh, it's the
It's the
same
same.
amount of dice. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
Never mind.
So yeah, go ahead and roll. You can just grab the D10 in the bottom left and roll 3 of them.
Nice.
3
Yes!
successes.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So what's your goal in doing this immediately?
I want them to stay focused on me and away from what is going on in the background so Frank can get in and grab his fucking ice cream.
Okay. That is doable. In fact, the guy pauses for a second and he says, wait. I do know Kitty. Kitty Wells, she was, and he turns to the girl, she was a country singer from a long time ago.
Not
So-
that long ago.
Says, do you want to hear a song? I play guitar and I sing. You want to hear something of mine?
Go
maybe,
for it.
Maybe you like it and you can use it.
All right, let's go.
All right, and he starts. He grabs his guitar out of the back of the truck, right next to him, and the girl next to him's like, "Yeah, he's real good."
Kitty's kind of doing that thing behind her back where she's like waving the other two. Come on.
Do I see the ice cream?
You see, so the garage itself, you guys can see into, has the truck in the center and kind of tools and stuff off to the side, and then you see on the far side from you, the same side that Z is on, a deep freezer, basically, just a standalone deep freeze with that symbol painted on the side of it. Yes. So yes, Charlie and Frank, what y'all doing?
Well, headed towards the garage, and are the voices getting louder?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can hear Kitty arguing with somebody, and now they're playing music, and there you can hear somebody playing a guitar poorly. And then you can hear Z off to the side having a heated argument with somebody.
Kitty visibly like holding back a cringe.
And I'll make my way towards Z.
Okay. Yeah, you can you round the corner, or get up to the corner at least if you don't want to round it, and you can spot. You've seen this man before. You saw him as you left the library last night. Taller dude, kind of disfigured face. He's standing, looking very frustrated at sea, but like more the frustration that comes with dealing with somebody that's just not understanding what you're trying to get across than like true anger. Pity, frustration almost. Probably a familiar look for Charlie. Though she's usually probably on the giving end of it. But yeah, you can see these two having an argument.
Okay.
Is he working with this person? I'm gonna try and sneak while they're distracted over to the freezer.
Okay. The garage is all lit up. Are you trying to go in through a window, or are you trying to go in? Because the main door, they're like face towards the main door.
Mhm.
So how are you trying to go in?
Yeah, is there a window where they're not looking that I can
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
slink into?
Yeah, you can give me a dexterity and stealth.
Still, okay.
Difficulty
have a-
3, moderate.
I do have a bonus for break-ins. Would that count here for stealth?
Yes, absolutely.
Specialty? Nice.
Yeah.
Dexterity? Oh, why'd that roll extra die? Stamina. What the?
Stamina.
It's doing weird things. Sorry. Wait. Stealth break-ins and dexterity. It clicks not that.
Weird. See if
The dice just really small and I'm not clicking it right.
right.
Finance. We're sneaking in with finance. There we go.
Oh man, Frank,
Mm-hmm.
you're fucking hungry.
Oh boy, that's bad.
Uh-oh.
A bestial failure, and you are near starved.
Mm.
You got two people sitting in front of you, and one of them's playing guitar, and all you can hear is the rhythm of the blood in his veins.
Oh no.
And I think we see a moment of fog in Frank's eyes. And we cut out to Z and Charlie and this guy. Charlie, you're still kind of hidden. They haven't seen you yet. But we cut out to you guys outside. And the guy is in the middle of saying, "Do you even know what kind of business you're getting into the middle of?" Looking at you, Z.
Oh well, sounds like we're getting into an ice cream war, but it's just chocolate chip ice cream, man. I mean, for that matter, what are you doing here? You don't look. You're right. You don't look like you live here. If you're not here for the ice cream, what are you here for?
There are important things happening in this shitty fucking town.
Tell me about it.
And then he pauses for a second and his eyes go a little wide. And he just goes, "Oh, fuck." And he's looking past you through the window, Zeke. And
I have a pretty good indication that this guy is what do they call him? The Nosferatu?
yes, he's most likely a Nosferatu.
Mm.
And the last thing we get as you turn to look through the window before we take a break is we see Frank's form leap from the shadows and tackle the guy on the back of this truck, and a spray of blood hit the window as
Oh, boy.
we cut to break.
Oh
boy.
no.
We'll take like a 5-minute break there, 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. All right, we will
We
be
can
right back. We're back!
Welcome back.
All right.
And we're in trouble.
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, we
Give me my munchies.
jump right back in from the commercial break to the screaming of the woman in the barn as she tries to get away from the carnage that Frank is currently enacting upon her boyfriend, husband, we're not sure. But yeah, what are the rest of you doing as we hear just the sounds of feeding from Frank in the middle of this barn?
Kitty kind of giggles to herself a little, goes, well, at least now I don't have to tell him how that guitar really sounded.
Shit. I'm gonna look at my new buddy here. What's he doing?
He's put the stake that he had against your back away, and he is moving to go around the barn to the front to try and cut off the girl as she runs towards it.
She's running towards the front of the barn.
Yep, which will put her right past Kitty, because Kitty came in that way.
And then I will blink to her right as she comes out of the barn. She's gonna run right into my arms.
Okay.
Sorry, honey. You've seen too much. And I'll pop fangs on her and walk her back into the barn.
Okay.
That's my intention.
Alrighty. There has already been quite a bit of screaming. The Nosferatu that has just shown up says, it won't take long for them to get out here. Make it fast. What are you guys
Where's
doing?
the darned ice cream?
I don't know. Ask, and I'll look over at Frank, just butchering this guy.
Right. Frank,
Is this girl still screaming?
if you haven't bitten into her, then yes, she is still screaming.
I'm going to squeeze her neck hard enough that no noise comes out of it.
Okay.
That's probably going to kill her. But just
yeah. Let's see. What's your how hungry are you?
I'm at a 2.
Okay, so you're not like crazy hungry. Okay, give me a, let's call it strength, I guess brawl, to see if you can, so make it difficulty 4, to see if in the heat of the moment you can, I guess, choke her enough that she doesn't die. Unless you don't care and you just want to kill her, which will bring its own problems, naturally.
Actually, yeah, I was probably going to kill her.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I don't think it's much difficulty for you to just basically crush her windpipe, if you will.
Yeah, that's basically it. Want to do.
Okay.
And then-
I'm gonna have you take a stain for that. So mark a stain on your humanity.
Like so.
Yes. Becoming closer to the beast. But yeah, she silences very quickly after that, naturally. And the the guy in the doorway kind of shakes his head and says, you guys really came here thinking you were getting ice cream.
I'll look at him and say, "Oh, we're getting ice cream."
We only know what we're told.
Who sent you to get the ice cream?
I told you once. I'm a little annoyed with him. Keep up, man.
Slurping sounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up how long it takes to drink a human.
To drink
It
a
takes-
human.
Got a lot of blood, man.
What a phrase.
Frank's gonna get his hunger down to zero because he's gonna drink her dry. Drink him dry.
So, hunger. Hunger, slaking hunger, perfect. So it is 3 turns for 1 hunger. The most you can do from a human that is non-harmful to the human is 2 hunger, and it takes an entire scene. So, I guess, is Frank going to risk harming the human? Does he care about harming the human?
Frank's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't like to kill people, but he's hungry right now. So
Okay.
if he can hold back, he will. If he can't,
It's up to you. You're not frenzied right now. This was just a
Okay.
compulsion.
okay.
So, yeah, you can
No.
if you want.
I'll drink him to unconscious. I'll get 2 hunger out of him, man.
Okay. So it'll be you for the entire scene. So this entire scene, while people are talking, we hear the slurping in the background.
Yeah. I'm not drinking to kill him though. Just
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be unharmed. He'll come to consciousness later.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Just don't make a mess. Don't be wasteful.
But yeah, the Nosferatu looks at the group of you and says, "Okay, well, I have a car just out back. I hesitate to even ask if you guys thought ahead to even bring a car
Mine's
to get
at
this
the
stuff
gate.
home." At the gate,
The gate.
like the front of the ranch.
They said not to let the family know, and it's kind of loud.
There's a truck right
Oh yeah,
here.
well, good fucking job.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
I'm looking for the keys to the truck that's right here.
Yeah, they're you pull down the visor and just like always.
Get in. Bring her with. And I'll point to the body. Come on, Frank. Top it up.
Did we get the ice cream?
We weren't here for ice cream.
Nobody's grabbed the ice cream.
Oh, wait, we were here for ice cream. Frank, get the ice cream.
Yeah, Frank's busy, man.
looking around, like licking blood. Like, why are these people screaming? Can I point at the ice cream so they can leave
I'd
me
say you
alone
can-
to drink?
You can point it out. He points to the deep freezer off to the side.
All right. We'll grab the ice cream. Throw it in the back of the truck. I'm fired the truck up.
Okay.
Bring him. Wait, he's in the back of the truck, isn't he?
He's probably on the Frank tackled him out of the back of the truck and onto the
Oh,
floor.
damn. I was hoping he would be in the truck because he'd just drive off while he's still eating.
Frank's probably aware enough to drag him into the back of the truck and finish up there. Yeah, you fire up the truck and start to back out of the garage. This Nosferatu jumps into the back, and as you pull out, lights all over, at least 3 different ATVs, all converging on your location.
Now, is this a typical Texas truck? You know, big crew cab, big jacked up, big tires, all the whole 9 yards, or is it like
mine.
a low fast street truck kind of truck?
No, this is definitely a Texas rancher's truck. It's made for the off road. It's made to get punished
We're headed for the main gate, and if anybody on them little four-wheel scooters gets under our wheels, so be it.
Okay.
Don't hit
They
my
all have
baby.
guns.
I'll drive right through the back of the barn if I have to get out.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do a test to see how well you drive.
I don't drive.
So
Country
it's going
chase
to be
music.
dexterity and drive.
That's the
Um,
problem.
You're surrounded by cars or ATVs. All of them have rifles that are trying to shoot at you
All right.
or your tires.
How do
It's
how do I
difficulty
expend
4.
willpower to make this a better roll?
So you can do a rouse check, and then the blood surge will give you 2 extra
Yeah.
dice.
Rouse check and then hit the surge so it lights up, and then you can hit the check and it'll add the dice.
Yes. So you do get hungrier,
Mm.
and then click the surge button, and it'll light up. And then when you roll, it'll add the 2 dice. And this will be difficulty 4, challenging.
Huh.
Okay.
This is bad.
You can
I put
spend
it
a
in the wrong
willpower.
gear and we go the other direction.
You can spend a willpower to reroll 3 failed dice if you want, which you would need successes on all 3 of them to pass.
All right, I already expended I don't know what I did there.
So you did a blood surge, which is using your vampiric ability to increase your dice. You can, after that, spend a willpower and reroll up to 3 failed dice.
Okay, I accidentally cleared my willpower. I clicked on it and everything disappeared. I
Oh,
don't know
no.
what happened there.
You only had 1, I think, damage before, so
It won't let me. It won't let me interact with that field right now.
oh, weird.
But no, I'm gonna go with the failure. I'm gonna let it stand.
Okay. And that's a bestial failure, which means what is like your clan compulsion? Let's see.
The clan Bane.
Each clan kind of has compulsions too. Let's pull it up and see. Compulsions. Bruja, rebellion. The vampire takes a stand against whatever or whomever they see as the status quo in the situation. Whether that's their leader, a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just the task they were supposed to do at the moment. So I'll give you an option, I think. It's up to you right now.
I don't think Brahm's getting this ice cream, man.
Are you mad at Brahm in your anger, and you're gonna say fuck this ice cream, Brahm doesn't deserve it? Or are you mad at the farmers, the ranchers, because fuck them for holding on to this ice cream when they could have just given it to him? Or are you mad at this Nosferatu?
At the Nosferatu. If he had just not even interfered, I would have been in and out with the goddamned ice cream, and we'd be out of here,
Okay.
motherfucker.
So, as you're sitting here driving away, getting pot-shotted by all these 22 rifles that are coming at you, Frank, in the back of your mind, you're like, they're just 22s. What are they going to do? Fucking vampires. But, Z, in the middle of your anger, you see in your rearview mirror the face of this Nosferatu with his, like, messed up jaw and his, like, self-righteous just contempt for you. And in that moment, what do you do that's just like, you know what? Fuck this guy.
Oh, Whittle is not paying attention. Is he standing up in the back of the truck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Whittle is not paying attention, and I'll slam on the brakes where he bangs his head against the roll bar.
Awesome. So yeah, you slam on the brakes, which of course gives all of the farmers, ranchers, time to surround you. But the most satisfying noise is the crunch of like the skull of this Nosferatu as he slams into the roll bar and then just rolls backwards out of the truck. And he is gone out of the truck, but you are surrounded. There's a truck in front of you that's like, it's like the Ram 4500. It's big.
Oh God.
It's a big truck in front of you, and then there are 2 ATVs coming up on either side.
Is there anybody behind us?
Not right now, just the Nosferatu on the ground.
Oh no.
Second session.
Oh yeah, you know what's coming next.
Section 2. What do we do?
Motherfucker should have just stayed out of the way. It's like, as I put it in reverse, I stab the power window button so the window's rolling down as I yell, "You better get out of the way, motherfucker! Here I come!" As I throw it in reverse and start backing towards him as fast as I can.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you get the we get the shot of the guy shakes his head and feels the lump, and it's clearly got a dent in it now from the roll bar. Looks up just as the tire goes, and the truck does the as it bounces off the Nosferatu. And
He's
you go,
gonna hate me.
yeah. And you
Gonna?
guys go careening back through the garage that you just pulled out of, tearing down boards. The whole thing starts to come down in front of you as you back your way out. Charlie, what are you doing during all of this? Are you in the cab or are you in the back?
I'm in the cab, and it's like, I can't believe you just did that!
So you were already a little paranoid about Z and his, taking you on this adventure in the first place. How does Charlie feel about him now, trying to kill the person that he just met?
You look at his face and there's just pure rage. His pupils are super dilated. His nostrils are flared. His eyes are wide. And his hair's probably standing straight up.
So you saw what the problem was with all this too, then? You agree with me, don't you? This was for nothing!
Kitty is in the bed of the truck.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
What does she do as things start to come down? The garage comes down around her as you
She'll
plow
kind of
into
duck
it.
and cover as she's going, "Who the fuck was that guy?"
Right, drugs from his physician, still drinking.
So, Frank, we're in a new scene. You
Okay.
are done feeding.
Okay.
You were sitting there. You've just drained this guy. He's unconscious on the bed of the truck, flopping about as you guys bounce around.
All right. I'll roll him out of the truck. Just get out of here, man.
Yeah.
That's smart. And my hunger goes down by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have the ice cream? Is it in the back of the truck?
It's in the back of the truck.
I'll slap it. Man, we got the ice cream. Let's get out of here, man.
I think we're trying.
Can you drive?
No, man.
Then I'll stab it and forward again. Did they pursue?
Oh yeah, they're coming after you for sure.
There's a reason.
All right,
somebody deserves my truck.
We get that scene that they always have where it's somehow they keep shifting gears up and up and up, even though they've shifted this 3-speed 10 times. They're still going up in gears.
Go around the corner on a dirt road and hear the tires squeal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We get that high-pitched squeal as you just slide around this grassy and dirty field.
I was still trying to follow us along.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But as you guys plow through the barbed wire at the edge of the property, because I assume you turned around and you're just going the other edge of the property, right?
Yep.
There's a loud pop as one of the bullets finally hits a tire,
Oh no.
the front tire, and you start to spin and roll in this truck. The two of you in the back are thrown out of the bed almost immediately.
And the girl's body.
And the girl's body, yes. I'm going to give you guys... You can either use your strength or your dexterity, whichever one you want, and athletics.
Okay.
To try and land and reduce the damage.
Okay.
Let's make it a difficulty 3, moderate.
Ooh.
Another bestial failure for Frank.
Nice. And you can't re-roll bestial failures, right?
I don't think you can, based on the rules. No, you can't. You can't re-roll messy criticals or bestial failures.
Nice. Okay.
And you are clan Malkavian.
Malkavian.
Your clan compulsion is delusion. Your
Clan
extrasensory
crazy.
gifts run wild. Vampire experiences what might be truths or portents, but what others call figments of imagination dredged up by hunger.
Hmm.
While still functional, the vampire's mind and perceptions are skewed. They receive a 2 dice penalty to rolls involving dexterity, manipulation, composure, and wits, as well on rolls to resist terror frenzy for 1 scene.
Hey, hey, Frank.
So,
I passed that roll.
Nice.
Frank, you're back in Bangladesh.
Oh no.
The deserts where you watched this vampire lord slain. You have your little Smucker's jar in your hand, and you're holding onto it as you hide away. The gunshots going around you, and you find yourself back superimposed on that is reality in front of you. And it's a cacophony, and you're having trouble focusing between the two realities right now. Kitty, you roll as you fly out. Kitty, you take 1 superficial health wound. Frank, you take 2 as you roll out.
Cats
The
always
two of you in
land
the
on
cab at the same time. Were you buckled in? Do you wear seatbelts when you ride?
Of course.
Yeah.
Charlie for sure. Yeah.
feet.
All right. So you guys are.
I sell
hanging-
insurance. Of course I wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, that's fair. So you two are hanging upside down as the truck finally settles. And you can. It's not like impossibly hard. Seatbelts, they save lives. You guys take no damage. And it's not hard to like. You can either just tear your seatbelt off or unclick it if you want. But yeah, you guys can come crawling out of the wreckage of your truck. The deep freeze has been flung out. The lock that had it shut has been ripped off. The lid is open. Pounds and pounds of bagged chocolate chip ice cream are littered on the ground. What are you guys doing?
Are they still coming?
Oh yeah, you can hear the engines coming in the distance. There's a small hill between you guys that they are coming across. They will get here soon.
Is there anything obviously not ice cream in the ice cream?
Give me a wits awareness test. Just straightforward, we'll say. Difficulty 2.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, without a moment's hesitation, you recover from being flung. Yeah, I think you were flung close enough that you're like right next to this fridge. You might even be under it, and you just kind of have to shove it off. But right away, you notice that the bottom of the fridge thing, or the freezer, doesn't match inside and outside. So it's taller on the outside than it is on the inside.
Do I have time to try to rip out the bottom?
You got about 30 seconds to a minute.
Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to
All
rip
right.
out the false bottom.
Strength athletics. Straightforward. It ain't strong.
Well, I am.
Oh, yeah. No problem. You just reach in, grab it, and tear ammo canisters. About 8 of them lined up, 4 and 4, 2 rows of 4.
I'm gonna grab one, and I'm gonna grab Frank, and I'm just gonna start running.
Okay. What are the other 2 of you doing? Charlie and Z.
I'm gonna pop my belt and look at Charlie. Are you good to get away by yourself?
Yeah.
Let's split up and meet back at the house.
Okay.
What about the body?
It got flung. You want to look for it?
No. Now it looks like it's been in an accident. So
No. Got it. Never mind.
Okay, so we follow Charlie. How does Charlie? What does she do to try and get away from this situation?
Well, let's see. Well, we're gonna have to run. Not a whole lot else I could do, I guess.
All right. Let's have you make a stamina athletics check then to see just how long you can outrun.
My God,
All right.
my
Man.
brain has not yet recovered from ice cream actually being in the freezer.
I told you there was ice cream, man.
And your clan is
Tremere.
Tremere. That's right. Let's see what
Boy.
your compulsion is.
Oh boy.
Perfectionism. Nothing but the best satisfies the vampire. Anything less than exceptional performance instills a profound sense of failure. And they often repeat tasks obsessively to get them just right. I think your compulsion is, if we don't get this chest of ice cream to Brahm, we have failed. Not him, but ourselves. How does Charlie respond to that?
I think it would be she would probably keep replaying everything in her head. It's like, wait, how could we have done this differently? How could we have done this differently? How could we have done this differently? You know, and just keep replaying it, trying to figure out how this went so horribly wrong.
And I think we see Charlie like sitting there thinking, saying that out loud. What went wrong? How could we have done? What we could? And she kind of stops running at some point and is just walking and thinking this over. And we see like the flashlights of gun-mounted flashlight attachments as they sweep through the trees, following you. And you hear a couple people around you, one in front and one behind you. And both lights are shining on you at this point, Charlie. And the one in front of you says, now just stop right there. I don't want to have to shoot you. Just get down and wait for the sheriff. Don't need any more trouble.
Sheriff, is that really necessary?
You just stole a truck. Killed at least one man. I saw you run over his damn head.
I didn't do that.
And not to mention, for some reason, you got my freezer full of ice cream in the back of my own truck that you stole.
There was
Yeah.
ice cream?
I think the sheriff needs to be involved.
Oh.
And with that, we cut back to Z. What is Z doing while this is
all right.
split up?
Is there a rifle rack on the back window of this truck?
Of course.
Does it have a rifle on it?
It's Texas, ain't it?
What kind of rifle it got?
Did you
Does it have one with a low light scope on it?
Yeah, it's got not a low light scope. It's got a scope. It's a 30-06. It's got a scope on it, but definitely not a low light scope.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna pull it out and where's that bunch of cattle at?
Oh, from here,
Uh-huh.
you drove out of the like normal pasture. You can probably just see him cresting the hill to kind of come and look at all the noise.
I'm gonna take aim and try to shoot one at the back of the herd if I can.
Okay.
I want to make a stampede come this way.
I think that's dexterity firearms.
Okay, I am not a good shot.
I'll give you +1 for the scope. So you can do the +1 modifier. Other than that, it's going to be moderate. if you want
that's
that one.
fine. I do have a good dexterity.
All right. There you go. 3
Sweet.
successes.
Bang.
Yeah. Bam. Are you aiming for like kill shot, wound shot? What are you going
No,
for?
I just want to shoot it and make it panic and it start running. I want the herd to start stampeding in this direction. Give Charlie some cover to get away while they deal with a wall of cows coming at him.
Sounds good. Yeah. We flash back to Charlie's position, 2 people standing around her with guns, and we hear the shot ring in the distance. Both the flashlights like turn to look at the shot. And then we hear the angry braying of cattle and the stampeding of hoofs. And one of them says, that sounds like it's coming this way. And seconds later, wave of cattle comes in along your way. Charlie, what do you do to avoid the cattle coming at you?
I will try to jump out of the way.
It's 200 or so cows, probably quite a distance. It'd be hard to jump just to the side. Are you like jump up and then try and surf on top of the cattle? You can try that. All right.
If this messes up, it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Oh, now we get to try and jump on the cattle. Okay, I see how it is. All right.
I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I could probably ride this thing if I did it right. But yeah,
Yep.
I'm getting
Yeah.
Lion King flashbacks.
The wildebeest.
Mufasa.
Give me a dexterity athletics. I think that sounds like, unless you got something better. And we'll call it moderate. Difficulty 3 sounds about right. Remember, you can do a rouse check if you want 2 extra dice.
There's a move that some
you're
of us
worried?
do when we can't get a stirrup. That like we grab the saddle horn and just like throw ourselves up, and that's what I'm picturing is like grab the horn of the cow and just try to like do that move and swing up.
Yeah. All right. Hunger increased, so go ahead and hit the surge button so it lights up, and then roll your dexterity athletics.
A quick question:
Yes.
Does bestial failure increase our hunger too?
No.
No. Okay.
No, the consequence of bestial failure is like it can increase your hunger, I guess. That's one
Mhm.
option, or you act out of compulsion. All right. So you failed by 1. You can either spend a willpower to reroll that 1 failed dice and hope you get it, or I can give you a success with the complication.
yeah, with the complication.
Okay. So it might be a complication you're willing to accept, but it will be a complication. You can succeed, but it's going to kill the 2 ranchers. They will not get out of the way in time.
Can I try for that willpower then?
Yes, you can. You can try for the willpower and then accept the success with complication if you still fail. It is
Okay.
up to you.
So what do
Charlie's
I
such
get
a
for that?
gentle soul.
Just roll the d10 in the corner. And
Okay.
You just drag it and roll it. And mark a
Nice.
nice. You got the
Oh.
success.
Nice.
and mark a superficial willpower damage. It's the little black plus mark under willpower.
Should fill in one of the boxes with a half check.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, with that, for a second, you grab onto the little bump in the back of the cattle, trying to pull yourself up, and for a second, it looks like you're not going to make it. You take a deep breath and yank yourself upwards, and just ride the cow at the front of this herd, just clinging on to what little cow hair there is, because it's not like they got long hair. Just clinging for dear life, probably arms around his neck.
Making the cow run faster.
Yeah. As the two ranchers just stand there and the cows kind of part around them, being familiar enough with them. Just looking at you as you go with their guns going, what the fuck? And as Charlie is carried to safety. We got Kitty and Frank. You guys have made it out. You have a single case of the ammo that was hidden in the bottom of the freezer.
Would I been able to grab a bag of ice cream while she was carrying me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Side
I'll be
note,
holding
all
it like it was
those
the
cows are
Smucker's
now
jar.
Gone.
Okay, it's half liquid now.
Yeah.
But you got a bag of half liquefied ice cream. Yeah, held just like the
Eyes
Smucker's
wide,
jar.
just like.
Yeah.
I want to point out that those ranchers just lost all their cows to the back fence that we ripped the hole in.
Yes.
All
They'll
those
be
cows
pissed.
are gone.
Yep.
But we gotta get back to my truck is up front. And there's still people. We gotta get it. We gotta go.
And you got a truck here, man?
We
So-
rode
so
here
Sandy,
in
though,
my
man.
truck.
It's not good for trucks, though, man.
It's up front, away from the cows. We gotta go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta go.
Start trying to make our way around as much as possible.
Sounds good. What's Z doing at this point?
All right. Is anybody paying attention to me?
Yeah, you got two people paying attention to you. They're just coming through the broken section of fence right now.
Are they the guys on the quads or are they on foot?
Yes, they're on quads.
All right. Wonder if I can outrun a quad. I have fleetness. I can move with dizzying speed. I'm making a beeline for Kitty's truck, dodging and ducking and trying to move as fast as possible. Hopefully be more maneuverable and a little bit faster than those ATVs in the dark.
Okay. So that says you can add celerity to your non-combat dexterity, which is what this is. So you can hit the, I think, plus next to celerity, dexterity, and let's go with...
Is this a power?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's a discipline. It's called fleetness. It's under celerity.
Nice. Does it cost a
And,
rough check?
No,
Or
it doesn't.
No.
And then make the dexterity check.
Make it dexterity and athletics we'll go with. And yeah, it'll be moderate since they're on ATVs.
I don't know if it added this. Yeah, I did add the celerity, and I still failed.
Oh man.
Oh, and dexterity? It didn't have the dexterity.
It didn't
Oh,
add
it didn't.
dex.
Okay, let me try that again.
Good, because that was a terrible roll. 0 successes
Right?
on 4 dice.
I don't know why it's not adding the dexterity.
Mm.
Just go ahead and
Let
roll
me-
3 more d10s, and we'll see what comes up. There you
That's
go.
better.
Okay.
That's better.
Yep. So that's more than enough. You got 5 total, so that's 2 extra successes, which means
Just want to
that
lose him in the dark.
easily you take off, and in the time that it takes them to turn the ATVs around, you've already made your way off to the side enough that they are having trouble tracking you. Which means that the three of you get back to Kitty's truck eventually. As nobody really was following Kitty or Frank. Charlie, eventually the cows slow down. And you can just kind of step off. But you're in the middle of nowhere, Texas. What's Charlie's sense of direction like? Is she good at figuring out kind of where she is?
I think so.
Okay. Let's have either wits or composure, whichever one you want, and survival to kind of figure out where Charlie thinks she is. It's not going to be too hard. It's straightforward. But let's see if she knows her general surroundings.
It was wits or
Wits or composure.
okay.
Yeah. Nailed it. So yes, you've managed to keep track. I think maybe there was like a small creek that kind of runs along where you were running. But now you find yourself, probably 30 miles from home in the middle of nowhere. Your cell phone has the nice little, the circle with the line through it that says no signal. What's Kitty's response to that? Or Charlie's response to that?
Well, fudge.
Is it just well, I guess I'm walking home?
Yeah, for now until we get some signal.
Alrighty. Yeah, we see that the posture of defeat in Charlie as she looks at her cell phone and starts walking south towards Paris, Texas. The other three of you eventually make it back to Kitty's truck. We'll say at the same time, just because it's easier that way. And the two that you brought with you are sitting in the cab of the truck. Music just fucking cranked. And Kitty's sound system, I'm sure, in the truck is awesome.
On point, of course.
So by the time you guys walk past the house on the ranch, you can already hear the bass from Kitty's truck out front. And by the time you get to the actual truck, it's just nearly deafening. And these two are just sitting in the cab on their phones, just scrolling through. And Kitty, they're listening to like rock, not even country.
Oh no.
The betrayal.
What the
Oh
fuck
no.
is this?
It takes them a second to even realize you're there, and then they like jump and push a button, and it switches back to like classic country real quick.
When she says, "What is this?" Zeke casually names the band.
Right. It's Meshuggah. Yeah.
Do that shit on your own time. This is my time.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Daniel, you are off driving duties tomorrow.
Tomorrow's my day off. I mean, yes, okay.
I didn't mean just tomorrow. I mean as of tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Your brother will take over until further notice.
I hope you like getting in accidents. But you all hop in, and the engine starts up, and you guys can drive off back towards home.
But wait. We're missing one.
You are. What do you guys do about it?
I'll call her cell phone.
you get that nice meep 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 meep.
Shit.
Did anyone?
Can't call up GPS on my Nokia.
Where'd Charlie go, man?
Did anyone see which direction she went?
No, two guys had her surrounded, so I kind of stampeded the cattle at him on hopes that I could give her a distraction to get away.
Is that why them ran? You don't know what happened to her when the cows ran?
No, because, well, the cows are bigger than her. I couldn't see through the cows, and it's dark.
We're meant to see in the dark.
Yeah, but you can't see forever in the dark. And there were cows and dust and and did I mention there was two guys on ATVs trying to kill me at the same time?
That sounds like a you problem, friend. We gotta figure out where Charlie went.
Get out to the highway and...
She's gonna kick me. I was the one who told her to come out here for y'all's fool errand, whatever this shit is.
One of Kitty's stooges is in the back seat. I say, call up a GPS on that thing.
Yeah, it's she's probably in her early 20s. She's got an iPhone. She's like, how? Just still scrolling through whatever she was reading.
Just tell her what you need.
Even though I don't breathe, I'm going to take a long, slow breath.
Just you gotta do it the way I do. Just tell her what you need, and she'll do it on her phone for you.
For a second, I'm going to steal a scene from True Lies where you just see Zeke reach out and slap that phone so hard out of her hand that it breaks her fingers. And then Zeke exhales. And that didn't happen. Kitty, control your people. I'm just going to kind of slump down in the seat and stew for a minute.
Clearly, some of them done warped out of my normal country music group, because that's the whole point of this group, is they're supposed to be fans of mine. So I don't know what is wrong with these two, but yo, he needs a map of the area. He's trying to sort some things out. Please help him.
Oh, you just want like Apple Maps? I can pull up Apple Maps. And she just like turns the phone to you. It's Apple Maps. Apple Maps probably says there's a forest right here. So what do you want to know?
I'm going to lean back real close into her face and say, where are we?
We're right here. See the blue dot? You see that? It has a little arrow going that way. It means we're going that way. Have you seen a map before?
Now, you turn off that attitude, Missy. You know we can't handle them phones like you, and I will end your membership permanently.
Sorry, man.
Calm down, Kitty. We have control of the situation. Yes, I've seen a map before. Now, the farmhouse is back that way. Miss Charlie was on the other side of the farmhouse, going the other way. Find the closest highway to here, going in that direction.
Okay. And she starts, moving around the map a little bit.
These two are clearly the ones who come in to cover other people's days off. They're not,
right.
Not my A team.
It looks like FM 1499 heads over and hits the 275 over that way. can
Good.
probably do something like that.
Kitty
Wow.
just leans over and goes, drive. To the
Yeah,
one in the
yeah,
front
he
seat,
does.
obviously.
Yeah, he takes off and guys can head over that way. We cut back to Charlie. Charlie, you've been walking for half hour or so now. Made it a good mile, 2 miles probably. You got extra strength and speed, so say 3 miles in a half hour. It's open country around here for the most part. A few armadillos have run by. You've left the cows behind. And now all you hear is howls from nearby.
Those aren't dogs.
They aren't dogs. Wolves, usually not so common around here, but nonetheless, howls. What is Charlie's response to that?
She's pausing. She's holding up her phone, trying to see if there's a signal yet.
Yeah, I think every once in a while you get the it goes from the circle with the line through it to just the one little bar. But then by the time she gets her stylus ready and pushing things, it's back to the circle with the line through it. You can give me, if you want, you can try intelligence technology, difficulty 3, to try and get something to happen.
Okay, sure, why not?
Oh, so close.
That was
Didn't I wear the
wits.
gloves?
That was wits and technology.
No,
Nope.
shoot. I
Roll
clicked intelligence. That's
roll
weird.
one more d10, because I think that's the difference between your wits. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I will offer you success at a cost, or you can use your willpower and re-roll 2 of those dice.
Success at a cost. Go ahead.
Okay. So you get. I think you realize that you're going to need to get higher in order to get signal. The higher you are, the better you are. So you spot a tree in the distance that's tall enough that if you can get up it, perfect signal. Sure, I'm guaranteed perfect signal. The problem is the howling is close enough that you will basically be treed by whatever it is that's howling.
I'm tired of walking anyway.
All right. So yeah, we get Charlie. It's pretty easy to climb up the tree. Your vampire strength is enough. And as you do, 3 of the largest wolves you've ever seen in your life begin to circle the bottom of the tree and kind of scrabble at it, tearing huge chunks out of the bark as they do. But you do get enough signal to make a phone call. Which of the group do you call?
I have a pager.
Yeah.
So I call Z.
Yeah, okay. So Z, your phone rings and Charlie is on the...
Charlie, where are you?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's a bunch of dogs.
All right. I doubt one of these. I doubt one of her flunkies would be able to do anything. Wait a minute. You have a smartphone, don't you?
Oh yeah. Who doesn't? Oh well, never mind.
Oh,
Pager, man.
Everyone else.
You hear in the background.
I'm gonna turn to the kitty's little chica and say, go to your Find My Phone app and put in this phone number.
Yeah, she like, and takes her about a minute, but finally she says, "Okay, I'm there. What was the number
There.
again?" She has to like repeat the whole number.
I'll repeat the number.
And, yeah, she finally gets it in.
And wherever it pings, have Apple Maps take us there.
Yeah, Apple Maps says to just go through the nearby lake, right through the middle of it. But you can extrapolate from Apple Maps the best way to get there.
Sounds about right for Apple Maps.
That river probably used to be just a dry basin that they put a dam up, and there used to be roads through it, and Apple Maps hasn't been updated yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's enough information to go on to get you there. All the while, Charlie, these 3 enormous wolves circling the base of your tree. But they don't climb it or anything, so I think the next thing that we see is the truck, Kitty's truck, pulling up. And they howl and whimper and run away as the truck pulls up.
Loud country music blasting.
Yeah, you heard Kitty's truck like 5 miles away. You could hear the thump of the bass from that far away. And then it just got...
Dome, dicka, dome, dicka, dome, dicka, dome, dicka,
Yeah,
dome.
exactly.
Country bumps, man.
And you just kind of got more and more frequencies as they got closer until it was all of the music. But,
If you don't
yeah,
believe me,
you guys
play
arrive.
Third Rock from the Sun real loud, I promise.
What do we see as you guys pull up to the tree that Charlie is in?
Who are you asking?
Whoever.
When we pull up to a stop, I'll get out of the passenger side and kind of look in the direction of those wolves. It's like, damn, those are big.
They're huge.
Well, you gonna come down out of there and let's get back to town. I've had enough ice cream for one night, and I'll kind of give Frank a dirty look.
Frank looks back at him, but Frank's body is shoved into the corner of the truck, almost catatonic. Yeah, man?
Frank, you okay?
Yeah, man.
Clutching onto the bag of like chocolate chip milk at this point.
His head is moving as if it has no control over the body. You okay, man?
I don't know yet. I can't believe we didn't meet our end.
We got the ice cream too,
What?
man. Got right here.
All right.
There's like a little hole in the bag too, so it's slowly been leaking all over the truck bed. It's just a pool of like thick milk at this point.
All right. I think we need to go talk to Brom.
Well, man.
Yeah. Do you guys go straight to Brom or do you go home first?
I'm not driving. I say we should go straight to Brom. I don't know. What do you guys think?
And Frank has, for the most part, recovered at this point. It's been long enough that his double vision is fading, coalescing back into reality.
He's still terrified, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. He's still traumatized, man. I was there, man. I was there. Yeah, man, we can go talk. Brom normally has me do deliveries same night.
I do have some questions for Brown.
Do you have questions for Brom, man?
This ain't ice cream.
That is ice cream.
And she's holding up the ammo bucket.
Now, out of character, Zane didn't see anything but ice cream, and he doesn't know about the false bottom in the freezer, does he?
No. Kitty grabbed one case of ammo though, so she
Which
does
is
have
what she's
ammo.
holding.
Then, as far as I know, it's all just about ice cream.
What you got there, man?
This
So
was
Kitty-
under your ice cream.
Oh man, really? You
And
can't
I
fix that
learned-
shit, man.
can?
Tell why. There was more than this. I only had time to grab the one before them fools came at us with them little pea shooters.
What's Brom need ammo for, man? You can't feed children that.
I don't know. Pop that can.
Frank, slide it over. I don't know how this thing opens.
All right, no. Look at it. Try and pop it open if it's one I'm familiar with.
Yeah,
Could
I
be.
mean, yeah, you're familiar enough with it. I think even the outside of it is labeled. The outside of it is labeled with the same kind of circle with a flashlight facing upwards, and then a blue cone coming out of it.
Hmm.
But it also has the number 22 DL-LR on it. And as Frank pops it open, you can see, for the most part, Frank's familiar with 22 long rifle rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Except these don't have the nice metal tips that Frank is used to. Bullets typically made of metal. These have glass on the end, a clear tip to the bullet, or a clear bullet on the casing.
That's weird.
Zane's going to be looking at it kind of odd for a second, and then his face, if possible, is going to go whiter than white, and he's going to drop it back. He's like, these are vampire killer rounds, man. What did I tell you about the first light? Those guys are first light. That means Brom is first light. We can't go back to Brom now.
Wait, Brom's related to your lunchmate scandal?
Yeah, everything's related. Haven't you been listening? It's
No!
all connected.
These rounds remind Frank of anything?
What's Frank's experience with secret paramilitary or military groups?
Pretty much just Bangladesh, where there were
Then-
blue fasces of some sort of light.
Yeah, there were, but I don't think Frank ever saw any.
Okay.
Like, he never saw the prepared bullets, right? He was just there because he was told to be there.
Yeah.
By
Okay.
the toilet.
Yeah, man, these are real weird. Like holding some sort of. Is there a liquid in the glass?
Yeah, it's not a liquid, but there is a crystal in the center of the glass.
It's real weird.
I'm not absolutely certain, but I've heard about these things. They're called DL daylight. They're daylight bullets, man.
Daylight long range, man. Long rifle.
Long rifle.
Mm.
Tell you, they ain't hunting rabbits and birds with this 22 shit. But it'll certainly put a hole in one of us.
Weird, man. I need to talk with the toilet man. Let's head back home.
But why
Yeah.
would Brom then ask us to gather these things for him?
Brom didn't. The toilets asked Frank to do it for Brom.
But then Brom asked again.
No, the toilets
toilets told me-
asked again.
Toilet told me
Brom
to bring
never-
in the sprinkles. Toilet didn't say nothing about no ice cream.
But you're right. When we showed up to Brom asked for the ice cream, didn't he?
Huh?
Sent me a
Ah.
page.
Okay, well, I think we should probably talk to Brom, but what time is it?
At
yeah.
this point, it's probably like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I think we need to go talk to Brom.
Right, man?
Well,
The ice cream parlor is open from 10 at night till about 5 in the morning. It's a nighttime only.
Yeah, man, I delivered the sprinkles over there at about 4 a.m.
we have
open all
Charlie
night.
now.
Yeah, everybody's there.
Should we load up before we talk with Brom? Got my rifle back home.
No. I somehow feel that a rifle is going to be as effective on Brom as it is on one of us. You got a 22, by the way, Frank?
No, man, I got a 30-06.
But Frank,
Well-
you can get one from the gun shop, can't you?
I mean, yeah, no problem. I just
Let's
rent one.
keep that knowledge in our back pocket for
I
the
mean-
moment.
Brom knew what was in that freezer. Now, how he knew and why he wanted these, I don't know. But it is safe to say that whoever had it didn't want to share, because otherwise I think they would have given some to Brom. I don't know. I don't know what to make of Brom.
Yeah,
But
what
I certainly don't trust him.
what exactly happened when you went to collect the sprinkles?
Was jumped by two guys, man. They shot me. I got away though. That was fun.
Well, I don't know. We can either go confront Brom, or we can wait and let the chips fall where they may, because, well, no, I dropped that to that Nosferatu. I dropped the name of Brom to him.
Yeah, no,
And
we need to talk to Brom. We need to know what's going on.
Let's do that then.
Oh man, chocolate chip ice cream got everywhere, man. Damn it.
What did you do to my truck?
It got everywhere, man. I'm sorry.
My baby.
You clean up, man.
You
It's fine.
you don't have a day off tomorrow. You're detailing my truck.
We get as the truck peels out, we hear, "God damn it!" And the truck peels out, and you guys head back towards town, and we get a final shot of a tall, lanky figure limping down the roadside, and we get just the side of his real fucked up face, a brand new dent in this massive structure on the top of his forehead. And he's walking down the road until he gets to he passes by a travel agent that says like vacation in big letters, and next to it is motel, and he walks into the motel, but as he passes, the neon sign starts to all blink and stuff, and the vacation sign flashes out, and just is left with CAIN as this Nosferatu passes through and walks into the motel to get a room for the night. And we cut to the credits.
Good Lord.
We certainly have some growing to do with vampires.
And we're something. There are a lot of words to describe us, man. We're something.
That was more glorious of a disaster than I could have ever hoped for. That was amazing. You guys,
That's why at the one point it's like, you know what? I'm just going to take the fail.
you guys had the most like key moment bestial failures I've ever seen. It was just, I couldn't have written more opportune failures than what you guys did. It was
Man.
perfect.
It was just a trip to get some ice cream, man. We were just getting ice cream.
All you had to do was get the fucking chocolate chip ice cream, guys.
God damn it.
No. The reason Z agreed to help Frank in the first place is because he truly believes that everything is connected. The toilets are connected to Brom, are connected to First Light, are connected to the sheriff, are connected. It's all connected, man. Can't you see?
Do you have a
all
cork board in
connected.
your room?
Oh, yeah. I don't let people in my room,
Cords
so
do
you
you have?
don't know.
Okay.
We just see
That
him
wasn't
come
an
in with
answer.
his red yarn from Michaels.
I guess the real question is, how many corkboards do you have in there?
Yeah.
All you know is that he has aluminum foil on the window so no light gets into the room, and you've never seen any lights other than maybe a couple of LEDs from some sort of electronic devices in there in the dark, but you really can't see into the room. And he's also so paranoid about it that if somebody's passing by in the hall, he'll wait until after they pass before he goes into the room.
Nice.
What a day.
I heard there was
But he
leveling up
doesn't-
in this.
He doesn't
system.
spend a lot of time in there other than sleeping.
Or
Yes.
there was experience of some kind.
I forgot last time, so let's do it this time. Experience. So normally, Vampire the Masquerade, in their infinite wisdom, says you get 1 XP per session, period. That's some bullshit, because it'll take you 10 sessions to get anywhere. So you will get 1 XP. So all of you can add 1 XP just for participating in the session. And then we'll go through the 4 questions, and for each yes we get, you guys will get an additional XP. So the first question is, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you guys can tell me what that is, you get an XP for it.
Brom's a daylight fucker.
Some
No.
people have vampire killing rounds in the city, near city limits. And Brom has been asking us to go get it for some reason.
Yo.
Now, this is a stretch for Z, but I believe the wolves that surrounded Charlie and the farmhouse we hit are related. I don't think those wolves that size, and who has a bigger beef with the vampires than the Lycans?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Mangy dogs.
And if they have first light rounds, that means the government's working with the damn dogs.
All right, so everybody gets an additional XP because yes, you did learn something about the world.
Whether or not it's that, he won't say.
Yes, it's not my. You definitely found out that there are such things as special rounds. Probably a good guess as to what they do, and you know that Brom is somehow involved. So that is definitely something new. Did we learn something new and important about a player character?
Yes.
What did we learn?
That Z gets really, really mad. There's, when he's being challenged.
I think that's fair. We did learn, this is the first time we've seen Z directly oppose any sort of authority. Because last session he definitely took authority in stride. And this time he definitely lost his shit. So I think that's fair.
Frank goes catatonic in moments of really bad
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
He likes milkshakes.
The
He
milkshakes
likes
bring
to
all
dump
close to
him
the
in
Lord,
my
man.
truck.
All right, so another XP, because we did learn something new about a player character.
Okay.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
I would say if you count barely surviving as overcome, then yes.
I would say that everybody you encountered is still, for the most part, in play, which means they were not overcome.
I would agree.
A random woman
It's-
definitely
it's-
wasn't.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
killed the
notable,
two random
I think was the
people,
point.
but-
Or
Random people didn't even have names. That's how
She
you
had-
know they aren't
she had-
notable.
she had a name, she had a family man.
No, well, you had exposed the masquerade, and I don't have any way to like wipe memories or things. So unfortunately, I didn't see another option.
Yo.
I didn't drink her because, well, I only drink people that are, unworthy members of society. I only drink people who deserve to have it happen to them. And, well, better a merciful death than something like that.
Yo.
And you can see that Z is kind of cold and about such things.
And the last question. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Got a whole bunch of
Daylight
some sort of
rounds.
special rounds, man.
Oh yeah.
I agree. So that is another XP for looting a memorable treasure.
Do we get an XP for last session just for being there?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you for the pity. What XP, man?
So we should have 5 total.
You should have, yes, 2 and then the 3 questions, yes. 5 total. And you can spend those anytime. The quick reference document has what you can spend them on. I think. There
Plus
it is.
anything you did not spend during creation.
Yes, plus anything you haven't spent yet. New attributes are the new level times 5 in XP. New skills are new level times 3 in XP. A new specialty, which is like a subset of a skill, like your stealth, break-ins.
Mhm.
So that's 3, just a flat 3. A new clan discipline is the new level times 5. Any other discipline is the new level times 7. Any blood sorcery is your level times the ritual level times 3 for what you want to learn. A new advantage is 3 per dot. And a new blood potency is the new level times 10.
Hang on to my points.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it.
What?
Sounds good. Well, with that, we'll end there for tonight. We'll be back next week with learning what the fuck Brahma's up to, what the stuff you looted is, what those wolves were, maybe. What the fuck is Charlie's book about? All
Where's her
this and
blood
more.
gone, man? Because it was trying to go somewhere, man.
What's in the jar?
What is in the jar?
And
What's
why
in
is
the
it?
jar?
Why is it stuck to the side of the jar now?
It's old Smucker's jelly, man. It's got a life of its own. And it's a long man's just grown legs and started walking.
Ew.
I saw that movie. It's one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness.
One of Zeke's favorite movies is that documentary about the ice station in Antarctica.
The Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope not, man. That'd be real scary, man.
It is beyond frightening. Well, you remember the very beginning of the movie, the first thing that they showed was a UFO crashing into the planet because it was dealing with the shit 10,000 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, and on that note, good night, Twitch.
Night Twitch.
Good night,
See you
Twitch.
for chaos next Tuesday. Good Lord.
Holy potatoes.